What's up, everyone? Tool grid hang today. So I've got all this, right? I've got all this in my drawers, all nice and organized, looks great. And then if you've been watching a long time, you remember when it was next door. So it was in the middle bay of the warehouse now, where I bought one of everything Sonic makes. So one of every single tool that they have. And so that set is, I want to say it's like, let's just say it's 3,000 tools. Whereas if you buy what I call the master collection of all the foam inlays, the foam inlays is like 2,000 tools. So there's 1,000 extra tools that is over and above what comes in this. So for example, in the screwdriver drawer, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flat blades, but they make 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right? But they don't sell a foam inlay with all 13 flat blades. So I want all 13 flat blades. So what I thought I'd always do is kind of tool grid this out to supplement my foam inlays. But I went through and reorganized all the extra tools. So these are all extras that are over and above, that are tools that I think I want, that are over and above what comes in what I would call my master collection. So this gets even more complicated in that I ordered all those tools, didn't know what to do with them, put them in boxes, put them up in the attic. Then I bought the house in Harbor Hills. We did the Sabre array, took all the tools from the attic, took them to Sabre, put them on the floor, built the garage there, put them all in the drawers, then took them all back out of the drawers. We had all the moderators come and hang out, and we did over a weekend, we tool gridded every single tool, so all 3,000 tools. Then of course I sold the Harbor Hills house, so I took them all out of the drawers, put them back in a box. So I gave away and sold off and sort of got rid of a bunch of the tools. So now I have these that I need to tool grid. I have the screwdrivers, which I'm kind of working through. I need to tool grid this. I need to tool grid this. I need to tool grid these. And I think that, and I need to tool grid this. So, and then maybe tool grid these. So I got rid of probably, 2/3 of, like, I had a bunch of extra 3/4 inch impact sockets. I've never had it where I thought I needed any more sockets than this. And so I'm trying to think of why the justification here. I wanted to have one of every Sonic tool so I could just sort of work through this, think about this stuff. It was $68,000 worth of tools. I get to buy it at a substantial discount. So I think I bought it for maybe half of that. And so anyway, I'm putting it all together. So that's a long story short. How many times was that I moved these tools? I moved these 3,000 tools like 10 times. And so now I'm finally getting it organized. And I figured you could hang and we could do this together. So these excess tools I'm going to grid out and put in my drawers. And I'm going to also be taking this stuff out. I'll show you that as we kind of hang here today, show you what I'm planning to do there. Of what I'm planning to do with all these. Like, I've got these little organizers, but I've got some big plans. Actually, let me check my email and see if I'll show you that now while it's on top of mind. So there's a company called Rogo that I found at SEMA. Rogo makes this kind of stuff. Actually, I don't need to show you pull up the website. I can just grab the form. So this is Rogo. So Rogo sells these things, these little, what do they call it, assortment bins. So the assortment bins, or fastener bin, is a way for me to organize. What I've always dreamt of is having like a bin for zip ties and a bin for an assortment bin for tech screws, metal screws and stainless screws and zinc fender washers. And so I went through their catalog is 1,800 pages. So this is like their little brochure, but they have an online catalog that's 1,800 pages. And so what I did is this weekend, I think I spent about 6.5 hours, most of Sunday, to the point where I had like a splitting headache, and I went through each one of the bins. And so I'm ordering 72 bins. And so those bins are going to hold all of my nuts and bolts. And so then the bins are going to go in here. So those yellow things are going to go, and they make it, when you buy 6 bins, you get a free drawer holder. And so I'm going to put that holder, I'm going to fasten it to the shelves. And so we're going to do 6, 12, let's see, I think I can do 5 high. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So I'll hold 30 bins here, 30 bins here, and then I'm going to do 30 bins there. Or actually, it wouldn't be 30 because the total package was 72 different bins. It's a lot of money. I'll tell you what it costs when I get it here, but it's going to have every screw, nut, bolt, car focused. They don't do like lag nuts and lag bolts and things like that. They do mostly machine screws and things like that. So fuses and zip ties and everything will all be in these bins where I'll be able to pull it out, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to get the lev rack. And I also set it up to where, so I bought all these bins because I wanted to kind of figure out what's what, and I put all my tool grid in it for now. But I actually like the idea. So I bought one of every single bin size that, I forget what the company is, but Uline is the one that to buy these from. So I bought like a 24 pack of every single size bin they make. And I don't like the idea of putting like all the screws in here. Like I was going to just order a bunch of fasteners and kind of put a label on here, but instead the rogo thing is a much cleaner option. So I'm going to do the rogo stuff. But the other thing I've been working on is getting my Milwaukee Master Collection. So I finally have this set up the way I want. I'm waiting on Tool Wrangler to, I'm hoping we can make a slightly taller thing to hold on to all the tools, but this is the Master Collection here. I decided not to do power in here. I'm going to do power in the upper cabinets of the Sonic. But check this out. So this is the entire Master accessory collection, where you kind of grab this, and then like these are my wood spade bits. And so I went through and organized the entire collection of accessories that I've put together. I found these blade holders. Milwaukee doesn't make these anymore, but this is the entire Master Collection of essentially every Sawzall blade made. These are all the blades for the jigsaw. I then that Milwaukee just made, this is brand new, where they have a hole saw holder, and so the hole saw kit I have set up. And the hole saw kit is too big where it needs 2 of them. So I have large hole saws and small hole saws in the bin organizers. I did for excess like longer drill bits. I still have a little bit more work to do to kind of clean this up, but the longer bits are here. These are some extras that I'm gonna toss here. But this is the entire Milwaukee Master Collection, including all of the grinder wheels, or what do you call these things? Cut-off discs. Yep. So I have all the cut-off discs here, all nice and separated. Tell me this isn't freaking cool. And I've got some extra of these. So Milwaukee just came out with this, where now they have small, medium, large. So small, medium, large, where they have now adjustable. So they sell the adjustable pieces where you can go in and kind of fit whatever you want to fit and wherever you want, however you want to fit it. So I'm getting this all totally dialed. These are, they also make this for the multi-tool. Yeah, this is what I've been envisioning forever. I just haven't been able to do. Just too many new products and things like that. So now I'm getting everything organized to where I felt so very inconsistent in my life, and not having it was kind of consistent with my brain, just too much. And so now I'm like decluttering my brain as well as decluttering my life. And so, we've made this pursuit where I went from not having a garage at all, just a pole barn, to I have yarn building, I have the garage at my house, and I have another garage in Helen, which we threw in there. So now I have 3 garages, all completely outfitted. So it's been a big project to get us up to speed. The other thing Mike's working on here, we'll do a formal garage tour in the next couple of days here once I finish polishing this. But we're cutting out the space. Like, this shouldn't be sitting on the Swiss tracks. It should be on the floor in order to get proper balance. So he cut out this, and then this is a microcosm of what life has looked like. I mean, look at the freaking messy walls and stuff. So he's cleaning all that up as well. So all the walls are going to be dialed. My house is dialed. Helen's dialed. We're going up to Helen next week to finish the outdoor kitchen, to finish the bunk room. Things are coming together. And so this tool grid drawer is a microcosm of what I've been working toward to get myself structured and organized. So that's where I'm at. I think it's pretty freaking cool. As soon as I saw the lev rack, the vision I had for lev rack is what we're headed toward. And then I feel like I'm getting back to the shopping for things, looking for individual parts and pieces of things, one at a time. Like, I'm working on organizing. Actually, this should go here if I can. I don't think it's going to fit. Let's see if I can get it to fit here. We'll just put this one here. So with tool grid, you just kind of have to just start laying stuff out and see what happens. See if you can make everything fit the way you want. So I just lay it out. Now I'm cheating here because from the Harbor Hills house, I had all this tool grid. And so I just took it all apart, like all these screws and stuff. I have all this extra. And once I'm done tool gridding this out, I'll post it up on Instagram, and I'll sell off all the extras that I have. But yeah, I've got all this extra tool grid. But so in a perfect world, you would just buy a boatload of it and then figure out how to make it fit. I actually I wonder if I could fit another screwdriver here if I take this out. Who's calling me? Get out of here. So part of the long-term projects I'm hoping to accomplish with this is to be able to really teach you how to buy this and make it an easier purchasing experience. It's not that it's hard, it's just hard to know how much to get. Yeah, I don't think I can fit 3 here. It's just gonna have to say 2. I'm not convinced that this is gonna be the layout, but let's just try it. I don't like this kind of mismatchy. These long ones are kind of what's screwing it up. Otherwise, I would have done it all vertically like this. So I would like to try to fit these, but I don't know. Let's see. I've got these little guys to do, so these are the most important, to get these in here somehow. So let's see. Let's see if we can get these to go. Yeah, this will fit here. I just don't like that these are Phillips. I got flatheads, Phillips. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Are these different? Yeah, so this is PZ. PZ has like the little V shape, and then PH. So this is PH1. This is PZ1. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I gotta try to get these. This. I don't know if this is going to fit. We're going to have to do some rearranging here. As you might imagine, I do enjoy this process. I don't know why I've been putting it off so long. I think part of it was, you know, I have zero hoarding tendencies, but when it comes to tools, I mean, I spent $30,000 on this whole set of tools. And again, I'm buying the tools because somebody was my therapist, made this analogy, said, you know, the people that write instructions, like instruction manuals, are generally not the people that use the product. You know, that's why a lot of times instruction manuals are terrible. But when you read great instructions, that's a skill set. That's a certain type of person. Well, my skill set is to peruse 1,500-page catalogs and then figure out what I want to buy. What do I want in my closet or cabinet? And so this is my skill set. People like me are needed in this world for this particular application. You know what? I think actually these are the same. They are. No, they're not. Shoot. So if I take this out, what I can do is then I can put these flat blades where they belong next to these others. I think I like that. Let's just try this. Let's put this here. So when you're getting angry at me for not quote quote using my tools, just know I've got a different mindset that clearly has some value because lots of people are watching this stuff. Okay. Now, could I fit these pick tools in here too? If I really try. So if I slide this over here, take another one of these. Right there, that looks pretty good. Okay. But I don't think I can fit all four. Shoot. Two, I bet you we can if we work at this. So I got one. Two. Oh, I got this one. Shoot. Let's see. What do you think? Where could I make some headway to fit these four? That goes there. Yeah. I don't think we're going to have enough space unless I squeeze some stuff. Let's see. I'm not giving up hope here. I'm telling you, the only hoarding tendency I have in this world is tools. Like these 4 screwdrivers are like stressing me out here, like I'm getting rid of something I shouldn't be getting rid of. So that goes there. This goes here. Then I can take these little bros, tuck them in the corner, which I like. 1, 2. It's gonna be close. Let's see. This will also help keep this thing in line. Yeah. I do have this little spot here to work with. That looks pretty darn good. I think that's a ticket. Yeah. Oh crap, I have this thing. This doesn't match anyway, but... So I do have all of these. These are gonna go underneath. These aren't gonna go in here. I'm such an idiot. I took all my stuff home because I was making a secondary kit. Now I don't have it here. I was meant to bring it today. Let me see if I've got a T15 in here somewhere. And so then all you do with Tool Grid is you take a little screw and you screw it in. Put this on 1. And everything stays at home in its position. This makes me real happy, real happy. I'm too impatient for one. Let's go two. This is the surge tool. I really need the, I thought I had my master collection all organized, but I need to get I must have it at home or something. I'm missing the M12 here. I really need the M12. And like that. Nice. Drawer number one, done. So I'm going to keep piddling around with this and capture each drawer as I kind of work through them, but that to me is nice. So I got my screwdrivers flanking, my 3/8. These are my most common used things. I like it. I like it a lot. Everything nice and organized. And this is the MSS cabinet array. MSS Plus and Lista is a lot deeper, so the organization setup is quite a bit different. So now I'm going to lay out another drawer. I'm going to do all of the, I have a bunch of, I have these to do, plus I like to try to squeeze these guys in there. No, not that. Where is it? These. So I like to fit as much of this as I can. I like to try to fit these guys. These are Torx. It's kind of nice having some slightly longer ones. You're gonna laugh at these. It's got these guys. Maybe I should just do it on this drawer up here. I kind of like getting all my tools in one spot though. I got that. I got this. And I got this. Because I can. I don't think these fit in these narrow drawers though, do they? Definitely not. I mean, I can always just do these separately. Much better. Can already tell Mike was in my drawer for 1 second, messed it up. Okay. And these are here. Found this drawer that I didn't even know I had. Look at these, they're all brand new. Never even touched them. Didn't even know I had it.
Matte finish.
Yeah. Okay, then I move this up here because I use this drawer regularly. Then this is where we'll do our Allens. I do like these. So I think the way to go is to put all this in here. All this stuff goes in here. This is a 12 millimeter. These will go in here. Like that. Then below this is where we'll do this, these, all of these. Those will go in there. So this is a TGB04 board. No, TGB06 is the model number, which is like 15 and change by 22 and change wide. I have Mike cut this for me. Just gonna cut that puppy, and then we're gonna squeeze all these. I'm working on this here. Those are not going to work here, so I'm either going to punt them. Just didn't like how they were sitting. So then I'm moving these up to here. See if this makes more sense. Get this stupid clip out of here. What the heck is this? I don't like this one being flipped around like that. What if I take these off? And just put these separate, because I do like this idea of this thing. Okay, that's good. All right, another drawer down. 2 drawers. It took me all frickin' day. So we got one.
Started fast and then we slowed down.
Yeah. Got sidetracked with some meetings. Still trying to fit things that don't fit.
First drawer took like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I don't like this. I gotta fix it. It's something. All right, it's 2 days later. Sorry, Toto was out yesterday and I didn't feel like getting the camera out. But let's just go through each drawer and show you how much progress I've made. How many days am I into this? Many days, but I'm feeling like this makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside to get all this stuff done. So we did these cabinets up here. I don't know why I've been waiting on this, waiting to do this for freaking years. But we got our, Mike did some power. So I have power, so we have ego charging. I only need 1 ego here. At home, I'll probably do 2 because I do use the leaf blower a lot more at home than I do here. And then the supercharger. And I'll probably put some sticky stuff on here so this stays fixed. Supercharger and then rapid charger if I need to charge a bunch of batteries. And then I went and brought my scan grip stuff. So all the scan grip lighting is here. I need to sell these off because they've been replaced by new pieces. But I wanted my lighting setup to be here and available and accessible. So I took, what all the crap I had up here and put it in drawers and set it up somewhere else. So these are done. I have a little bit of tweaking to do here. This is like Dremel stuff. This will probably go in the array over there in the what do you call that thing? The lev rack at some point. Same thing with these. Because I think I'd like a little bit more room for detailing stuff. So this is polishing, interior, and then coating. So that's where I have this stuff, and of course we have all the spray bottles and gallons over in the towel bin. And then this here, I made some adjustments to this. So I have gloves and shop towels, and then I have my motive bleeder here because it doesn't really fit anywhere else. And then the drawers. So we tool gridded this. I probably got rid of another, so let's say I probably had 1,000 individual pieces and I probably gridded about 300 or so. So I got rid of 600 or 700 pieces. So we have all the master foam collection, what I call my master collection, which is all the foams that fit in the MSS array. I think it's like 22,000 bucks worth of tools, and then added another 300 or 400 to that. So I have this drawer, I finished this drawer. Then these all, most of these are, I think these are all foam. So foam screwdrivers. Then I have 1/4 inch. Then we have SAE, 1/4, 3/8 and 1/2, which is important to have. SAE wrenches. Then picks and oil change kit. And I took my Forma funnel and kind of folded and put it there. Then 3/4 drive, which rarely used, but not a terrible thing to have just in case. And then hammers, and this should probably come up, and I stuck these in here because it works okay. And then all my impact stuff. So I still need to organize this drawer. This is electrical stuff. All this stuff is going to come out because most of this will go away because of the rogo. So this will get cleaned out, and maybe keep soldering iron and a couple of tools. So 75% of this will go away, and I'll clean that up. Same thing here. Most of this stuff will go away. This is my sanding stuff for wet sanding. Brushes are good to have, but the zip ties will go in the rogo stuff as well. And then I have an entire drawer here, so I still need to grid these. So, and I've got a few other ratcheting, like I've got a full set of these, which I like these gear wrench ones. I have them, I spent money on them. Uh-oh. Maybe it's not working anymore. So all of this I'll finish up, you know, off camera. And so I'll probably grid this drawer and one more drawer. So I can probably fit this in 2 drawers. And then after it's all said and done, I'll end up with probably 2 or 3 empty drawers, which I like to have just, you know, as I acquire new things. So then this here is all the 34-inch wides. So you got 3/8 drive. We have 1/2-inch drive. Then wrenches, SAE, or not SAE, metric, more metric wrenches. Allens, foam, miscellaneous, you know, ratchets and all that stuff. In fact, I feel like I'm missing one. Uh-oh, missing one retainer. I have to order that, that's no good. Can't have empty spots. Then I gridded, I love this drawer. Totally useless, because, you know, I have one here that I use this, and I use this most of the time. But actually, when I'm doing lugs, this is my favorite one. It's the 80 to 400 Newton meter version, ends in a 400. This is my favorite 2-way torque wrench. And then having the crow's foot option here as well, gridded out, is nice to have. But this just makes me happy. This is one of my few baller moves that I'm doing just because I can. All of my ridiculous Allens, and I just kind of stuck the pry bars and then all the pry stuff. It's nice to have as well. And then this here was already done, and the bottom drawer is hammers and stuff. I've got a lot of this stuff will change as I chase, you know, hammers, chase. You know, eventually the Sonic stuff will be replaced by very specific tools. I love the Sonic foam inlays, but there's things like Wera screwdrivers, and I'm sure there's a standard in hammers. Some of you guys will probably mention in the comments, but there's a standard in different individual tools that I'd love to chase, kind of like I've done with detailing. I just have to get into different catalogs of things. So part of the ability for me to do that was to get all this stuff done. I just had too much of stuff, you know, kind of jammed into cabinets, which I don't like. And so this is how my life is meant to be. It's been weird because of this acquisition of all these things over the years. I went from, you know, I'd be anticipating UPS coming. When something showed up, I would be ready for it, unbox it right then and there, get right to it. And because of the excess of things and the ability that all this excess has afforded me, has, you know, too much of a good thing does exist. So Allens, I gridded out. I love these longer wrenches, and then some adjustable pipe. What are these things called? You know what I'm talking about. Then this here, extra extensions. The thing that stinks is I found a bunch of 3/8 drive, other type of ratchets that aren't part of this foam inlay kit, and I missed it, so I'm going to have to kind of figure that out. I might redo that a little bit. Some external torques and some more off-the-wall universal type joint stuff that, you know, you never know when you need. And then all these, and then this drawer has become my electrical for car stuff, and then, you know, oil filters I'll keep in here as well. And then over here is going to be, you know, again, this is detailing, so I have blow-off tools. I put my Origin cal, which my sophisticated caliper. I think this is a pretty good caliper. Maybe you guys can turn me on to something better if there's a more precise one. I put these here, which we talked about. And then I've limited down my polishers. I should probably sell this. I don't use this anymore. I like the Flex 3-inch more, but most of the time I'm using the cordless stuff. And then LTA and LHR pneumatics. I don't use the LTA very much. So I have been holding on to some things, and I made a really baller move, which you're going to get real angry about. But I went over next door and I hate having to take the dual action head off and putting the rotary head. So instead, I sold my Flex LH, the XFE 15, which is the 15 millimeter DA, because now the Milwaukee's way better. So I sold that. I sold all of my 6-inch pads, and so I went over and I grabbed off the shelf. I don't know if that math quite works, but I think it'd be pretty close. So I bought another short neck, another long neck, so I have 2 of each. So that way when I'm polishing, I can have them all out on the table. I'll pull the batteries out, you know, and charge. I have one on the charger, so I have all my battery stuff here. Crap, those pads don't stand up very well. I think I need to put another bin in here. I've got all my parts for that. I got rid of the bags that come with the sustainers that come with the nanos, and so now I have quad nanos that I can use. And here, did I say this already? No. Then here is this is going to be. This will actually go down to the bottom drawer. I think I'll put that down here with this. This is the steamer stuff. So these are just spanner wrenches and stuff for working on cars specifically, like the tool for removing a oil filter. So this stuff is not often used, so I'll probably put that in the steamer drawer, and these top 2 drawers will be for, I'm gonna order a bunch of Milwaukee, very specific. I want a complete set of like their levels, their tape measures, their knives and stuff like that, their razor blades. So that'll go there. Down here is where I have all my jack pad stuff, suspension stuff, my air chuck thingy. I don't know what really belongs here, or my Akira wand. If you're looking for, we have these in stock. This is one of my favorite tools in the garage for precision air, whenever filling up your tires. Thing's awesome. So then all my pads are here. I wasn't planning on showing you the whole thing, but all my pads, and I have it limited down just the pads I use. So white foam, yellow foam, Lake Country microfiber. I'm making the transition from Meguiar's microfiber to Rupa's microfiber. So the Rupa's microfiber pads, and then the wool stuff. You can hear LZ showing up, so perfect timing. We're going to be doing polishing, but next step is to finish up gridding out and setting up our lev rack system. I'll show you when the rogo stuff shows up. But all of my Milwaukee Master Collections here, which I think I showed you, Milwaukee Master Collection tool set. So we're looking good. Anyway, we'll see you maybe in the home garages. Have to organize that stuff. But much more organization stuff coming. I feel really good about getting all this stuff dialed. So we'll see you on the next one.